When one talks about humor in music, composers have a variety of tools at their disposal to do something funny. Haydn, for example, in the slow movement of his 93rd Symphony, has this almost scatological held bassoon note that just kind of, he's got this gorgeous sort of light-filled music, very classical in nature, unfolding, and all of a sudden you get this that just is held underneath it, and it's funny. People may not notice it, but if you listen for it, it instantly raises the question, why is that there? And it's not a question of being knowledgeable or trained or having a sophisticated ear or knowing that the flute is a quarter tone sharp in this passage and being appalled that someone could play out of tune. It's not any of that. It's just reacting as a person to art. The same way that when you're in a museum and you see a piece of art, you say, oh, I like that, I don't like that. Oh, that's funny, he used red there, why is there a big red thing there? You just have these kind of reactions, and they don't have to be informed by years of study and knowledge. And Beethoven does this in his music all the time. He surprises you. Humor and surprise can be very close in music. In the Fourth Symphony, for example, he'll repeat things. One of the elements of the melody in the first movement is that a chord is repeated, but it gets a little faster every time, and it's almost, if you think of the spring inside a gun, and you've got the bullet there, and the spring is coiled, and it's ready to fire, it's the process of that spring being coiled, and then you're fired, you're launched into the music, and this is very funny, I think. In the slow movement of the Eighth Symphony, I can't get the image out of my head. The first time I heard this music, it's got this, it just goes dun, 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 dun. That's the accompaniment. And for some reason, I saw a chicken pecking seeds on the ground in my head. And again, it's a totally stupid reaction. It's not sophisticated at all, but it's what the music puts in my mind's eye as I'm listening to it, and it's really funny. So, this is the kind of thing. The humor in music is about what the composers do with the tools available to them, but it's also about how you as a listener react to what you're hearing, and there's no such thing as a wrong reaction. If something sounds funny to you, it probably is, and that's probably what the composer meant. So, it's really just how you react.